So now I'm in my new account, but I don't see my mail. So how can I get my old files back that were not moved over? Well, here's how you do that. Usually, it's most important for students because none of their mail will transfer over, but for staff members, you can still go back and get some things. There's a limited time, and right now I can't tell you what that time is, but it will come. I've got a couple of directions here, and then what we'll do is we'll go through the process. So starting out here, we'll log into our mail account. In the upper right hand corner, we'll click on the gear. Down at the bottom, we'll select mail. Once that window pops up, you'll see on the left hand side, follow the path mail accounts to connected accounts. Over in the middle of the screen, you'll click plus to add your old account, which now has this new email address, which is at the bottom. So for instance, it's going to be first name dot last name hyphen stu dot jacksonind at staffkyschools.onmicrosoft.com. The same thing for staff members, they just don't have the STU part in here. I did provide you a couple of examples to look at, like if I was Jack Smith at STU, notice that it's jack.smith-stu at jacksonind at staffkyschools.onmicrosoft.com. And the same thing with a staff member. I do want to make it clear that if you had a number in your name, please make sure you include that. So this person had it in their last name, they include it. Enter your password, and this is the password that you've been using with your old account. There may be some issues on passwords, so try your old password, try your AD password, just to make sure. You're going to go ahead and skip the unsecured connection. Then what you're going to do is you're going to fill out a form, okay? And then, for instance, if it was Jack Smith, depending on which Jack Smith you are, you're going to use that same old email. Whoops, sorry about that. That same old email. Why it keeps doing that? Sorry. You're going to use that same old email that you had before. And the same thing here. The one thing you need to make sure that you will need to type in is outlook.office365.com in the incoming server. And for encryption, choose SSL. But all the things here, you would do the same thing. And like I said, I'll show you in just a second. Once you do it well, it's going to say, connect your account, click OK. Once you do that, it's going to go back to where you click the plus, and it's going to have your account in, which means it's saying, your status is probably going downloading, which is great. And then click options up in the left-hand corner to go back and just wait for your mail to start appearing. So here, I'm in my mail account. I need to add that stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead, click the gear, like I said, scroll down till I get to, sorry, I hit settings by accident. I'm going to go down to the bottom, click mail. Over on the left-hand side, just like I said, I'm going to follow the path mail, accounts, connected accounts, click. There's the plus. And then I'm going to enter in my password and my email address that I used earlier. Okay, what I mean by that, that's this weird email here. Okay, and then of course type in your password, so I'll put that in. So now I'll put my password. Please make sure there are no spaces that are after the username, because if there is, it'll have an error. Here's that unsecured place. Let's just go ahead and skip. Oh, I think I forgot to say hit pop, sorry. You click the pop settings, type in a display name, whatever you want it to be. And then I copied my mail from earlier. That is my username and email address. I'm going to go ahead and put in that password that I had. The incoming server is going to be outlook.office365.com. The encryption needs to be SSL. Click OK. And connect your account. I'm going to click OK. Looks like everything's working good. And so what it's doing right now, it's downloading that mail. Now, I don't believe I had hardly any mail in that account, so it's not really going to download anything for me. But if I had mail in this account, it would start. I'd just wait for it. It may take a couple minutes, may take more than that. From the ones that I'd done before, it took maybe 5 to 10 minutes, and then mail would start populating in. And that's it.